Have you ever thought about what combat arms would look like if the hack shield was fixed?
And what's your act?
I will demonstrate for you my abilities in the art of self-levitation.
Hey guys, it's Regiciding with an Azazel review. Right now I'm just showing you possible ways to get it on your daily jobs. The 4th job, if you get one, the award will be a 1-day Azazel when you complete it. Or you can go to the black market and buy a Combat Arms CA3 case, Miss CA3 case. It contains a dog tag, and when you go to Gun Emporium and you spell Combat Arms 3rd, you can buy an Azazel case, which contains a 1-day, 3-day, or 7-day Azazel. Alright, so the Azazel is a gun just inside Combat Arms that Nexon created by themselves. It's an epic gun, and it has burst and automatic firing. It has almost the exact same stats as another epic assault rifle, the Barron's M416 CQB. The only difference is that the Azazel has 1 more point of damage, which is actually a 3-hit kill, unlike the Barron's M416 CQB. Although the recoil is the same as the Barron's M416 CQB, you cannot go scoping and go fully automatic. It's close, but you just can't do it, just like the other M416 series. But this gun has an amazing ability of tap firing. Right here, I am using an ACOG scope. Later on in the video, I switch to an iTech scope, and it actually is much better with an iTech scope. You can go fully automatic for much longer, and it's actually better for tap firing with an iTech scope, in my opinion. As you can see right here, I am using the burst fire on the Azazel, and it is a 3-hit kill. So if you hit all 3 bullets, you will kill them, but more than likely you'll miss a couple of shots. So I would not actually recommend burst firing. I try it and I don't do very well. I instantly switch back to fully automatic, and I do not recommend using burst fire. But if you're good with that kind of stuff, try it, because the spread is really small, easier to hit, more accurate. I just would not prefer to do it. The stats of this gun, the Azazel, is really good. It is not at all overpowered. Its damage just makes it at a 3-hit kill. Probably not on like a tanker vest, but probably it will in the back. The portability is pretty good. The rate of fire is pretty good. Accuracy is not overpowered at all. It's the exact same as a M416 CQB or a Barron's M416 CQB. The recoil is low, but you cannot scope and go fully automatic. The reload speed is really fast. You just pull it out, put it in, click it, and you're ready to go. It takes like no time at all. The draw speed is pretty quick, and overall this gun is a very good gun, not overpowered, but it is hard to get, and Nexon just probably will not ever offer it for permanent. This assault rifle is really good for shooting far distances. If you scope in and just start tap firing very slowly, you will get a headshot, or you will kill them if they don't notice what's going on. They'll just stand still and probably die. It is not nearly as accurate as other guns such as G3060, which has a sniper scope. It already has 10 more points of accuracy, but the thing is, the Azazel does not have a sniper scope. It can either have an ACOG, iTech, reflex, those kind of scopes, which does not let it tap fire as well, because you can't zoom in at long distances and actually try to hit them. What I would recommend you doing is get an ACOG or an iTech scope. Just scope in, aim towards their head, tap it a couple of times, and you probably will shoot them in the face at long distances. As you can see, I have switched to the iTech scope, which I definitely recommend if you're a high enough rank to get it. It's around a CSM. It is better with an iTech scope, in my opinion. I can tap fire better, I can scope and go fully automatic better, even though I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, I think the iTech scope is better. I speed up this part just so that the video would stay at a relative time. It wouldn't be too long, something reasonable like 8 minutes or 9 minutes. So otherwise it'd be like 15 minutes. I know you guys don't want to sit through that, so I'm speeding it up here. Just a side note, although the Azazel stats are very similar to the Barron's M416 CQB, I think that the Azazel performs more closer to an AUG A3. The damage is the same, the portability is a lot faster, it has 15 higher points of portability. The fire rate's exactly the same, which is really fast. The AUG A3 actually has 5 more points of accuracy, and then the Azazel has 2 less points of recoil. But the thing is, both of these guns do not start with scopes. They cannot have sniper scopes. They both have burst fire and automatic fire, very good for tap firing. These guns are very similar, although the stats are closer to a Barron's M416 CQB. When shooting, like holding it fully automatically without ACOG, like without being scoped in, it actually has a really weird recoil pattern. The gun starts shaking violently left and right, not just up and down. But when you're scoped in, it goes up and down. Without scoped in, I feel like it moves left and right more, and it's harder to hit. The spread gets really big, and it starts getting out of control. So I'd recommend shooting bursts of like 7 to 10 shots, and then let go for a second to shoot again. Otherwise, it'll just freak out, and you won't hit any of your bullets. It has a really awkward recoil and spread pattern. It is good for close quarter combat, so once again, that awkward spread and recoil pattern will screw you over. Alright guys, well I've pretty much talked about everything about the gun, so the rest of this video will just be music. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, I could use a dream or a genie or a wish to go back to a place much simpler than this. Cause after all the partying and smashing and crashing, and all the glitz and the glam and the fashion, and all the pandemonium and all the madness, there comes a time where you fade to the blackness. And when you're staring at that phone in your lap, and you hoping but them people never call you back. But that's just how the story unfolds. You get another hand soon after you fold. And when your plans unravel in the sand, what would you wish for if you had one chance? So airplane, sorry I'm late. I'm on my way, so don't close that gate. If I don't make that, then I switch my flight, and I'll be right back at it by the end of the night.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Yeah, somebody take me back to the days before this was a job, before I got paid, before it ever mattered what I had in my bank. Yeah, back when I was trying to get a tip at Subway, and back when I was rapping for the hell of it. But nowadays we rapping to stay relevant. I'm guessing that if we can make some wishes out of airplanes, then maybe, yo, maybe I go back to the days before the politics that we call the rap game. And back when ain't nobody listened to my mixtape. And back before I tried to cover up my slang. But this is for Decatur, what's up, Bobby Ray? So can I get a wish to end the politics and get back to the music that started this shit? So here I stand, and then again I say, I'm hoping we can make some wishes out of airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?